everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Franchuk and I'm a professional artist, dreamer, traveler, creative, and in this video I'm gonna show you guys the latest updates from the studio, the paintings I have been working on, and many other fun life updates. So stay tuned, but before we dive into it, make sure to subscribe and hit notification bell so you will not miss any of the new videos. This week has been actually really busy because besides painting and working on content and all the normal stuff, it also required a lot of framing and varnishing and all of this like little nitty-gritty things in between that you actually don't see on social media, or what like the part of the business that is like a bit behind the scenes and hidden. But when you actually add up all of these little things, it adds up a lot to the day and to the schedule. So it was a lot of tasks, but I did also a lot of progress on multiple paintings. I finished one more painting, actually, the painting that I struggled the most probably in this time. I completely had to change the color palette and just go with a completely different composition, which was unexpected, but I'm so happy now and revealed, because I was really like wrestling with this painting and it wanted to become something different. I didn't know what it wanted to become, but now I finish it and I changed it completely. I'm really happy with it though, so I will show you it just in a minute. Lately I have been in this season of like really wrestling with my art, because I started doing abstract out of the abstract season in life, kind of, and then I felt like I had a breakthrough, so I was working and creating all of this beautiful work that I never done before, something really fresh and unique. And then I came to the point where I had a good flow, but it started like getting a bit more tight, and I felt like I had to push the envelope even further with my abstract, and I had to bring them to the level when they just feel more like effortless and they're not so tight and like maybe not as many layers, but still enough depth, enough perspective. So I really wrestled with the last couple of pieces that I was working on, trying to just push them to the next level, not just follow this thread that I found that is working start to finish, but like really do something more innovative, something more loose and free and fresh. So I was having a really hard time actually imagining how it would go, because I would just repaint one piece after another and it wasn't where I wanted to be, and then I was getting frustrated. And then we are riding horses once to twice a week, and I had this contrived and like weird controlling feeling, like also with the horse that I'm riding, and we were just like not collaborating well. And it was just interesting how through the riding lessons and through like wrestling with the horse, like really understanding that it's not like that you have the wrong horse, or like if you have a bad painting day, or this painting is just bad and it doesn't work, like you have the control, you're the one in control, you're the one who has like ultimate leadership in this situation. And every weird situation, every bad painting, every like fall and fail is just part of life, but like you are the one in control, you're not a victim in this situation. And I do struggle, I have to say, a lot with victim mindset, and just like the first thing that I assume in the hard situation, that it's just circumstances, it's just like something happened and I don't take personal responsibility. And through the horseback riding and through wrestling with the horse and wrestling with my art, I come to all of these realizations lately that it's really just taking the reins and taking your power back and really like taking full responsibility and not blaming the circumstances and outside factors and all of the things that we are ultimately not in control of even, but like really taking the reins of your life, really taking control and leadership and doing your best, showing up, doing your work, taking responsibility. That has been such an important lessons. So I want to show you guys some of these pieces that I felt like really brought me breakthrough this week as I was learning these life lessons and the fruit that they produced. So this is a painting that I wrestle the most because I literally overpainted it like 5 times. I was painting it vertical, then I was turning it around, turning it upside down, changing color palettes, changing the motif, going from aerial view to normal landscape, changing from orange and blue color theme to more purple, orange gold. So I end up with this color palette. Now it's finished. It just needs to be framed, like it has a frame, but yeah, it just still has to be attached. When I got stuck, I wanted to bring it to just a completely different color palette with like lilac and purple and give it a vibe more like what the Northwind had, like a similar aesthetic. So I started like this sun kind of popped up. If you look the previous video, you already seen that it was like it had all of the blue and this was like kind of coming together. So I played with this idea and added a bit more this like galaxy type of elements, and then I was just way happier with this piece, and now I really love it. Like after a couple days passed, and when I came back and I looked at it, I'm like, this is finished, this is done. Really love it, really love the mystical space but still landscape kind of theme going on. Yeah, so it was a success. I'm really happy that I kept wrestling and I just didn't just give up on this piece. Right now, this is my main focus and main painting in progress. This is something also really new that I'm doing with green color palette. Never done it before, to that extent at least. I had some like green little parts in other painting where it's just like an additional color, but never had green as like leading color in the color palette. So really pushing myself with this new color palette and aesthetic and composition. I really love beginning stages. Then when it gets to the point where I have to like gather everything together and pull it together and make it into something, I usually experience the most resistance. So that's why I just a couple days ago started these 2 new square abstract pieces, and basically I was really at the bottom of my creativity and I just knew I had to just throw paint around and don't care. So I didn't follow any of my processes and I just took like literally couple art supplies, couple simple colors and tried to make something really fast and simple, and that's how those 2 pieces appeared, which I feel like were this breakthrough that I was looking for, and I just needed really to loosen up and not try to take it too seriously and plan and pre-plan the whole composition ahead, because it is a really new journey with me with abstract still, and I'm figuring out the processes, and I have to remember to keep it loose and not to make it into illustration again, because this is my main struggle. So since those pieces have really brought the breakthrough and they're way softer, they just feel so much airy to me, and I don't want to lose this feeling, so I'm gonna keep working on them, but I will really try to keep this loose feeling to them. And the idea is to transfer what I learned on these experimental pieces into this big abstract piece, because I feel like it's such a great way to improve when like you feel a bit stuck on something and you don't know how to move forward with a painting, to just try something else and without fear of losing control, without fear of ruining something, and just go for it. And then if you don't do it in the same piece, you can do it in another one, and then all of the lessons learned will transfer into the practice. So this is really cool. Both of them, I just want to like already hang them in the apartment because they're just so nice. Really love this direction. We'll see where it will lead. And this is the second piece also that I just worked on, and I like the kind of flower field dynamic going on. So really similar, try to keep them in the same aesthetic, in the same color palette, with the same purpose, also just creating something a bit different and learning how to build my practice and my technique forward. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this video, and I will see you guys next week.